Good evening, guys and girls. Well, it is a beautiful, beautiful evening here in southern Oklahoma. It is Saturday, June the 19th, right here late in the evening, and I just thought I haven't talked hardly at all this week about Chris. I haven't given you any kind of update, so this is a Chris update. So many of you are praying, and I thank you so much for that. Chris thanks you for that. It just means the world to us, and I can tell you the prayers are working. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Many of y'all are praying for me, and I appreciate that. We don't really have a whole lot to report this week. You know, I would like to tell you some great strides that she's made, but honestly, it's been sort of a week of treading water. The big thing that happened this week, and this is really a big deal, is that Chris actually got started with her outpatient rehab in Tulsa, and she'll be doing this really until the end of July, so that's about six or 7 or 8 weeks. I don't know exactly. I'm a little disappointed in the schedule, to be totally honest with you. I'm not throwing any rocks at anybody. You know I don't do that, but you know, it doesn't seem like they have a very full schedule for her. She's actually only got 2 weeks of the 8, where she's got 3, the physical therapy, the occupational therapy, and the speech therapy. She only got actually 2 days of the 8 weeks, I think, that she does all 3 of those. The rest of them are only 1 or 2 of them, and like for the next couple of weeks, she's only there on Monday and Wednesday, and we were hoping that and we were told it would be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. A couple of weeks, she's only there 1 week and have maybe a 2-hour for the entire week. So we're going to have to do a lot on our own. That's exactly what that's telling me. We're going to have to really work with Chris and kind of push her to stand up, push her to try to start walking a little bit. I was kind of hoping, I call it a hobbit, I can't remember what it's called, but some little balancing type thing that people actually use it to walk with. If they can move one leg like she can and use one arm like she can, that becomes the second leg. And they talked about teaching her that when she was at Kaiser Rehab Center the first time. They said that we're going to do that, but that never happened. And now they've got a really well, it's just not a very heavy schedule at all. We told them that they were told it'd be boot camp, that it'd be done 3 hours a day, three days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and all we had to do is drop her off, pick her up 3 hours later, and now it's turned out the sessions are like 90 minutes total, and some of them even only 45 minutes, and it's just not a very heavy schedule at all. And I don't know, I'm just a little disappointed in that, but they know what they're doing, I don't. I'm definitely not a therapist. I'm simply a mere country fisherman and a husband that loves his wife so dearly and wants her to be able to do things again with me, because that's exciting. I live an exciting life, and we do a lot of things and have a lot of fun. I want her to have that fun too, and I just praise God that He's brought her this far. I thank you all so much for your praying, but that's the big deal, that she started in that outpatient surgery. The other thing is that she did get to spend another week here with me, which was absolutely fantastic. I don't know if it's fantastic for her, but it was fantastic for me. But I tell you that the thing that is just has driven home to me so much is how much so much of us had to be thankful for. We've got so much to be thankful for. You know, being able to get up and put your shoes and socks on, to be able to move both of your hands, to be able to walk, to be able to get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom, even though we complain about that sometimes. Some of us go more than once, and y'all can, some of you identify with that. Y'all youngsters can't, but some of you guys that are guys and gals that are a little older can sure identify with that. Just to be able to get up and go to the bathroom by yourself is a great blessing from God, a great blessing. And you know, I have people complain about arthritis, and then you see somebody that doesn't have any hands. They would love to have a hand that had arthritis in it. And so if your hands hurt, if your arms hurt, if your elbow hurt, if your back hurt, just praise God that you got something that you do have something there that hurts. Chris has a right arm that doesn't hurt at all. Now her fingers hurt if I straighten them out, which I do a lot. It causes pain, but she really can't feel anything in that arm. So that's kind of she'd like to be able to feel a lot in that arm, and she will be able to. I believe sincerely that God is healing Chris. I believe that she will do some walking. This is June 19th. We got 11 days left in June. I think she's going to take some steps in June. I don't know how many. She might be able to walk across this dock. I don't know. But I believe she's going to be able to do that. She really hasn't changed a whole lot. Her speech is getting better. she still at times makes no sense at all, particularly in the middle of the night if she's tired, or any time that she's tired. She just says words and it doesn't mean anything. But then she will just say something out of the clear blue that makes perfect sense, and she still enjoys watching ball games. She is showing much more emotion than she was. You know, one of the things that happens when part of your brain is destroyed like hers was, is there's some places that were destroyed that are your emotion parts of it. And we could watch a ball game and not seem to get excited. She didn't smile. She just didn't seem to have any type of emotion at all. But she's laughing a lot now. She's laughing at me. She's always laughed at me. I mean, she laughs at me at the most inopportune times too. I mean, some of you guys could probably identify with that. But she started to laugh at me a lot more, and I like that a lot. I don't know. I must be a funny guy. I don't know. But she's showing more emotion. And I think that's a great improvement. She is able to actually almost set up in bed on her own. That doesn't sound like much, but she can just about totally set up, and I'm kind of forcing her to do that. I don't sleep much. I go to bed usually sometimes as early as midnight or 1 o'clock, but usually it's 1:30, 2:30, something like that. And she goes to bed about 9 o'clock, at the latest about 9 o'clock. And so when I go to bed about 1:30, about 2:30, she's ready to get up and go to the bathroom. And about the time I get to go to sleep, and then again about 4:30, she wants to get up and go to the bathroom. And a lot of times on that time, I cannot go back to sleep. Sometimes I do, and that's really great. But sometimes I don't. I go out and get on the mule and ride around the ranch or go to the deer pens or something. And so I'm up for the day. So, but it is such a distinct honor to get to take care of her. This is something I never ever in my life dreamed that I could do. My buddy Ricky Green, when his wife Betty had breast cancer and it ended up killing her, he just amazed me taking care of that lady. And Betty was just a great friend, a beautiful woman, and just a great girl. A bassing gal, fished tournaments with Chris for years, and really good fisherman. I was amazed at what he was able to do, because Ricky just wasn't the kind of individual that would be able to do that, yet he did. Can I tell you, Jimmy's not that kind of individual that could do that either. I mean, I never thought I could do that. I thought when that happened, I'm glad that's not me. I never told Ricky that, but it was so amazing when Chris would go over there and take care of her, and I would see the love. And just a couple nights before Betty died, Chris actually got in the hospital bed, which is there in their living room in Arkadelphia, Arkansas, and sat up in the bed behind and held Betty in her arms. Sat up in the bed behind her, got behind her and held her in her arms all night long, just loving her. And she died just a few days later. But Ricky, it took the pressure off of Ricky, because he was there doing all of that. Well, Sherry, my daughter, is taking a lot of the pressure off me, and Chris is going to probably move over to Sherry's house this coming week, perhaps Monday. I think Sherry's getting the chairlift in that goes up their stairs, so she'll be able to ride a chairlift up the stairs. I think that's being installed Monday. Jamie is coming down here. He's getting close right now. He's probably only about an hour away from the ranch as I'm speaking right now. I'm so looking forward to seeing him, and he's going to be here tomorrow with me and with Chris, and that's just fantastic. And then he will take her to her rehab on Monday, and then probably on over to Lake Tenkiller, where she'll stay Monday night. She's only got 2 rehabs this next week, I think Monday and Wednesday, and I've got filming on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday of this week, and so I've got 3 days that's tied up. I will probably go see her after that and spend the weekend with her, or bring her back down here for the weekend or something. I don't know, but I just couldn't have got by without my daughter Sherry, and it's just an amazing. It's an amazing thing to get to take care of somebody that's just got to have you for some of the simplest things. It's an amazing thing to get to do that, and I'm just so grateful that God has given me the strength, that God has given me Sherry the strength, that God has given me Sherry. I just thought I had a beautiful little girl some 39 years ago, and I did have a beautiful little girl, but now I've got a woman that's just an incredible woman, and she's just amazing the way she has sort of put her life on hold to do this. And Jack went up and surprised her Monday and visited with her Monday, but she's going to be back home with Jack, which is he's a great husband, a great man, and just love him to death. But Chris is going to be back there, and she's going to be going back and forth between the ranch and Tulsa. She's staying at Sherry's house because it's only 80 miles from Tulsa. I'm 160 here. And so we, again, planned all this when she would be there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. A lot of times it's only going to be Monday, Wednesday. Only, I think, 2 weeks out of the next 8 is at Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But anyway, we got a holiday coming in here, and I know that they probably don't have enough help up there at Kaiser, and that's probably part of the reasons that they didn't give us a schedule that they told us they would, or that we were hoping for. But Chris is going to work real hard. She's really wanting to work. We talk about it a lot, and she's looking forward to doing that so much. And she's going to take a few steps this month. I said that the first of the month. Here we are 19 days in, and it hadn't happened yet. But I just believe that it will. It might happen on June 30th. I don't know, but when it does, I'll let you know. But your prayers are so special to us, and so many of you are still playing. When I was at the Bassmaster Classic the other day with my buddy Johnny Morris, probably 8 out of every 10 people said, I'm praying for Chris, I'm praying for Chris. Hundreds of people that day, hundreds. We signed autographs for 6 straight hours. Hundreds of people said, I'm praying for Chris. And I'm just overwhelmed. I'm so humbled. I'm just so, it's so wonderful to see that we have so many great Americans that will do that for most of the people have never ever met Chris. They've never met me other than seen us on television, on YouTube, on Facebook, and that's just how great so many Americans are. Most Americans. A lot of silly, strange things are going on in this country, and we think America is going to hell in a handbasket, but it's not. It's not, because we have such great people, and you're that people. You're that people. That's just all there is to it. And God is in control of this nation, and as long as He's got thousands of people, millions of people that have not bowed their knees to Baal, He's going to continue to bless America. He's going to continue to bless Chris. He's going to continue to answer your prayers. Something I always want to say when I end this thing is one of the things that's encompassed around this whole valley and this mountaintop that we're trying to climb up to with Chris is love. We have an enormous amount of love between each other, and I'm thinks that she still loves me. She tells me every day she loves me. I know that I still love her. And I get comments, and I get letters and stuff from some of y'all that say that you're not loved. Can I tell you, Jesus loves you no matter what. Can I tell you also, there are folks around you that love you if you'll just give them a chance. If you'll just give them a chance. And it might not be some of you guys looking for a woman, or some of you girls looking for a man. It might not even be that. It may just be a very, very good friend, a dear friend that loves you like a brother, that loves you like a sister. But you know, you need to show that love also. You need to smile. You need to be friendly with everybody you come in contact with. You need to show your love by helping others, and people will love you back. Lots of people will love you back. That's just all there is to it. And you know, we've got Father's Day coming up tomorrow, and what a great day to show love to the man in your life. Whether it's your husband or your dad or an uncle or whatever, what a great day to show that love to the man in your life. You know, and to show love to the women in your life too, because there's not a father in the world that become a father in the world by himself. It's taken a great woman to make that happen also. And you know, my dad died a long time ago, January 18th, 1990, and I think about him every day. And Father's Day, which is tomorrow, is just like the most emotional day for the year for me because of thinking about my dad. Mother's Day is emotional also, but really and truly, to be honest, not as much as my dad. And I lost both of them at a young age. My dad died 68. My mom died when she was only 58 years old. So, and I had a wonderful mother and wonderful father, and they raised me, and they raised kids back in those days. And we had dinner every night at the table, and my parents both worked, and they provided a good middle class income for us. And Dad did really, really well moving up in the business world, and bought a resort on Lake Tenkiller, and raised my sister and I with a stern hand, but taught us the right kind of stuff. I can remember my dad giving me a lot of whippings, and I know that's a bad deal nowadays, and kids don't do it. I got to participate in a lot of those paddlings at school too. Also, I got to witness them, and I got to participate in several. So, but it made you into the kind of kid you needed to be, which made you into the kind of adult that you needed to be. But celebrate with your dads tomorrow. Celebrate with the men in your life, your fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers, whatever. Tell them how much you love them, and I'm gonna guarantee you, I'm gonna promise you they love you. I'm gonna promise you they love you. But Chris has had a great week. I've had a great week with her. Jamie's on his way. We're getting ready to have a Father's Day dinner. Sherry asked Jamie, "What do you want me to cook, brother? What do you want me to cook for your Father's Day dinner here on a Saturday night?" And he said, "I'd like to have some hamburger patties, and some mac and cheese hamburger patties with some sauteed onions in there, fried onions with them, and I don't know what else she's fixing, but I saw some strawberries, so I know we're going to have strawberry shortcake." But Chris has had a great week. Y'all are so important to Chris and I making it this as we made it. I need encouragement. I need prayers. She certainly needs them way more than I do, because she's fighting a battle, but she's wanting to win that battle. She's wanting to walk. She's wanting to talk plainly all the time. We sit out in the porch and watch the animals and the deer, and it's just such a special deal for her. And that makes it very, very special for me. You know, I love to do that anyway. So keep those prayers coming. Enjoy Father's Day tomorrow, because it is such a special, special day. And those are special, special men in this world. Fathers. Without fathers, it would be very, very difficult for mankind to survive. That's just all there is to it. Fathers are so very important. You dads, just have a great one out there today. It's your day tomorrow. Have fun. And remember, guys and girls, golly, I sure do love you.